G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our continuing playthrough of Combat Volume 2 from Compass Games. And we're about to go on with Impulse 3 of Turn 5. And there's not really much more to say. Things have been heating up a little bit, so let's see what happens now. So straight up we have Able to start with up the top there. Let's see what's happening. So we have an evade up here, so we're going to go there like that. We have the sergeant evading forward to here. And we have an aimed fire here, so nothing's going to happen there other than he's going to try and spot this little bugger here. So again, we have a range of 1, 2, 3, which is a +1 modifier, which is wiped out by the snow, so forget about that. So we have him, he's a 5, and we have evade in the open, which is a +1, so 6 or less to spot that blue bugger there. That's how we go. A 6. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. And this is Soldat Pole. Oh, he wasn't in the open, was he? Sorry? Not in the open, so no, we didn't spot him. Sorry about that. I thought he was in the open. Was he here? Yeah, he was there, sorry. Duh. So we did spot him. Okay. So that is Able done, and we go on to blue. So we'll start down the bottom. Oh, we may as well start at the top. So we've got this guy here who is evading 6, 5. So he's going to evade up towards us. Dun, dun, dun. Like that. And then we can come down this way so we can see them all. Get these ones out of the way first. So we have a 5, 6 comes up into the smoke. And a 5, 6, of course, comes up into the smoke. We have a slow suppressive fire, which does nothing. We have an evade 6, 5. So this bloke's going to go up here, like that. And that's all the blues, I believe. Nope, we got one more hiding here, who is a run and gun 2. Run and gun 5. So he is going to run to here. And he can try and spot the corporal here. So it's a range of 4, which is a +1, wiped out by the snow. This guy is a 5. And we are aimed fire in a depression, which is a -2. So therefore he is a 3 or less. And he spots us. Dun. There we go. Okay, so that's all the blues done. And we move on to Panzer B. And Panzer B here on the road is a slow, so he goes 2 now. So he goes 1, 2 to here. Right. So that's the driver done. Now, we have the loader on spot. So don't think he can spot anybody else. No. No. They're all spotted, so it doesn't matter. Nobody up that way to spot. Oh, hang on a sec. I think I missed another blue up here, sorry. Who is a run and gun 6-5, so he'll run up to there. Like that. There's nobody for him to spot. Sorry, he was hidden under there and I didn't see him. Okay, so looking down here again at tank Panzer Bravo, we have the commander doing his smoke discharge now. So we'll put some smoke on him. So the smoke, this is the closest, most dangerous that he can see. So he would put it adjacent to him, like that. So he is done. We have machine gun aimed for the gunner. So we can get the tank commander to try and spot here first. So let's do that first, in fact. So he is 2 away, which is a +1, which we get rid of for the snow. The smoke is not going to worry anything because I think it just goes along the edge. Now that's a fun bit. In fact, it does the whole thing, so I would think the smoke would affect it. So it's a -4, and where aim fire in trees is -6, and he is a 5, so he needs a 0 to spot. Does not. Okay. Then the gunner can try and spot, and he's going to be exactly the same. And he does not. And we have a rapid fire from the co-driver, but he doesn't have a target. So does he shoot or does he try and target? And I believe he tries to target rather than shoot because he hasn't spotted him. He hasn't been spotted by let me get this right. He has been spotted by another tank, so yeah, so those were +1s, but they still failed. +2s. So, right. And I believe he spots him. So we have target co-driver B there. Now, I'm still not sure if he shoots or not. I don't believe he does because he hasn't spotted him. That's where it gets a little bit iffy with the tanks. I'm not real sure. So that's it for tank for Panzer B. Then we go on to reds. And we have a sneak, so he's not doing anything. We have over in the reserves an evade 5, 6. So he's going to evade 5 down into this smoke. And we have a sneak up top, and he's not doing anything. That should be all the reds. And then we go on to Charlie. Okay. So these guys here are evading. So they'll go up here like that. And they are done. Righto, let's have a look at these other Charlies down here then. So we've got this bloke right down at the bottom here. And he has an aimed fire, but he can't see anybody. There. And then we're starting to clip trees and stuff. So no. He can't see anybody. He is done. Okay, we have aim fire. Can he see anything else? No. No. We have the corporal with an aimed fire who can now try and spot up here. So again, what we have is a 1, 2, 3, 4 is a +1, wiped out by the snow is 0. And we have run and gun in the open, which is a +2. And our little man here is a 7, so that's a 9. So 0 through 8. And we get it. Okay. So let's see. We in fact should have checked him before anyway. So we have Soldat Hahn. Right there. Okay. And that's about all we can do, I think. I just need to check this here. And no, the trees go over it, so no, he can't spot anybody going up that way. So Charlie is done. And we go on to Panzer A. Now, the driver is cautious and has no order, so their stopping is stopped. The loader has a spot and can try and spot him. So that's a 1, 2, 3, which is a +1, -1 for the snow, so wipe that out. He has a spot which is 1, and he is bold. There's a 6, there's a 7. So we have a... Sorry, phone camera just went off again. Okay, so he is a 5, +1 is 6, with a 4 +1 for bold is 5, +1 for a spot is 6. Okay. And -2 becomes a 4 or less, and he spots us. Okay. So we're spotted by somebody in the tank. So the gunner has no order, so he can try and spot at least. So again, he has no spotting order. So we have a +1 for range, -1 for snow. He is a 5, +1 for bold is 6. Somebody else is spotted, so he doesn't get that. So he is a 4 or less and spots. Okay. So gunner A has spotted. Co-driver B has spotted. And then we have aimed machine gun for the co-driver. So he is a 4 + 1 is 5. -2. Yep, 3 or less. No, he does not spot. And that is tank Panzer A done. We go on to white. And we have an aim fire, so he does nothing. He's got nobody to spot. What else we got? We got an evade 5-6 over with the what have we got here? Evade 5, evade 5, evade 5. Oh, I think I went the wrong way with them. Okay. That's better up. And up the top we have a run and gun 6. So he's going to run up into the trees there. We check him to see if he's going to stay. He is a 6. And he does stay with his order of run and gun. There's nobody for him to spot. So that should be all of them, which leaves Baker. Okay, so we've got this guy here, but he has no line of sight to anyone. That's the bazooka man. And then we have this guy who has an aimed fire, so he's not going to shoot at anyone. But can he see anyone? And I don't think he can see any other one there. No. So that's Baker done. And that leaves us with yellow. So we have this guy who is hiding. We have an aim fire with no target. We have an evade, an evade 5-6 with the reserve. We have a hide doing nothing. We have a run and gun 6-5, so he's going to run down here with this guy. That's in the clear. So they're done. And we have no more yellows up there. And that should be everyone. Righto, so let's go on to Impulse 4. And we start off with Abel. So first off, we are evading forward. We're going to come here. Like that. We are evading here. Dangerous. I'm going to do this guy first. We have aimed fire here. Excuse me. He has a rifle. At range 2 is a +1, which is wiped out by the snow. Okay, so he is a 5, and this guy is evade in open, which is a wrong chart, shooting now. Evade in open is a -1, so 4 or less to hit him. Let's hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. 4 or less. Yes! Okay, so we hit him with, close call. So we do a morale check. Oh, wrong dice, but doesn't matter. Okay, do a morale check on him. He is a 5. And he fails. So he goes from bold down to normal. So get rid of that. And he is done. So I'm going to bring this bloke down to here. And he is done. Right. So that's all Abel done. Go on to blue. You may as well start up here. We have a run and gun. Okay. Can he see anybody that's been spotted? No. No, he can't spot anybody. So he is going to run 6, 5. So he's going to run down here. Okay. Looking over here, we have an evade 6, 5. So he's going to come down into this smoke here. Now he can try and spot this guy again. So it's a range of 2, which is a +1 wiped out by the smoke. He is a 4, and he's going through 4 smoke. So that wipes that. -2. So he needs a 0 to start with. And he doesn't get it. So he is done, and there's nobody else he can spot. So we can come down this way, and we have an evade 5, 6. So he's going up here. Same again, coming up here. Slow suppressive, nothing happening there. And we have evade 6, 5. So he's going to evade down to here. There's nobody else for him to spot, which leaves this little bloke who is a run and gun. Now he can take a shot straight down here. Okay, so he is a run and gun. Okay, let's turn the chart over again to the shooty side. So we're at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. He has a rifle. So he is a 0 modifier for range. He is a 3 plus, he is a 3 -2, which gives him 1 or 0. And we are -2 there, so that brings him down to -1. So he needs a 0. He does not get it. And he is done. And I think that's all the blues done. And we go on to Panzer B. Panzer B. Okay, so the first thing they do is they move forward 2, 1, 2. Now, even if he turns that way, which he can do, there's no line of sight for the co-driver anymore. So there's not much sense in it. So the co-driver loses sight of him. Okay, so the driver is done. The commander can try and spot him, but that's not going to really do anything. But can he now? No, I can't spot him. So even if the commander spots him, nobody can shoot at him. So it's not going to make any difference for Panzer B. They have no shot at anything. So no go. Panzer B is finished. Right. Oh, we go on to reds. We may as well start up the top. And we have a sneak 5-6, so he's going to sneak up to there. There's nobody that he can spot that isn't already spotted. We come down here and we have an evade 5-6. 6, idiot. Like that. We have a sneak 6-5. So he is going to sneak into there, and we now have a melee. Okay, so he's going to be A. He's bold. This comes out of here, and we have melee A there. Aim fire goes away. Sneak 6-5 goes away. And we have a melee in there. So we have our normal, we have Private Hall against Soldat Otto. Right. So that's all the reds done. Yep. Woo. And we go on to Charlie. Okay, so first one down here, we have an aim fire, can't see anything, can't spot anyone, I don't believe. No. Okay, so he is done. We have the medic who has an aimed fire, and he's going to shoot at Mr. Rowdy Man over here. I don't think there's really anybody else he can shoot at. Or he could shoot at him. What's he got? Aim fire. Okay. So let's shoot at this guy here. So we have a range of 1, 2, 3, which is a +1 for his rifle. Wiped out by the snow, so we're at 0. So he is a 5, shooting at aimed fire in trees, -2. So we have a 0-3. Right, hit him, hit him, hit him. 0. Yes. So you're going to become bold, my little man. You as a nice little medic, you. Private Williams, well done, that man. Okay. Oops. Okie dokie. So let's see what the shot did. Close call. Okay, so we do a morale check for this guy who is still bold. So it's 6 or less for him. He gets a 0 and he passes with ease. That's a pain in the posterior, that is. Okay. Which leaves this guy. So he is going to shoot up at Mr. Who? They both have a run and gun. Okay, he's going to shoot at blue because he can't shoot at yellow, which is a pain. So he's going to shoot at blue. He has a grease gun with a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. And a grease gun is a 0 modifier for that. He is a 6 to shoot, which will be -1 for snow is 5. And then we have run and gun in the open, which is a -1, so it's 4. So we have 3 bursts on a 0 through 4. Here we go. We get a 6 for nothing. We get a 3, which is a hit. And it's a bad wound. Okay. So we'll stick a bad wound on Mr. Blue. And we do his wound morale check. And he is, we've got 1 left. He is a 4 plus 1 is 5 minus 3. So 0, 2. And he fails and goes down 2 levels. So he goes from bold to normal to shaken. Okay, shaken. Like that. Get rid of that one. And we have 1 burst left to go. Oops, sorry. God, it was a 3 as well. 9. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay. So he is finished. He is a duck back. Which I should have changed before anyway, so I'm a dicky whacker. Ducker ducker. So he is a bad wound, shaken, duck back, in there. This guy's on top now. Right, and the only other Charlies we have is our evading team up here. And they're just going to duck back. I'm not going to worry about putting it on there because nothing's going to happen. Okay, so that's Charlie done, and we have Panzer A. Righto, so that comes off there anyway. So Panzer A. The driver does not have an order and is doing nothing. The gunner has spotted this guy, and the gunner has no order, so he can't do anything more. And the loader has a spot, but we've already spotted him, so it doesn't matter, which means that there's only the co-driver who has an aimed machine gun, but again, he hasn't spotted anything. So he's going to have to spot before he can shoot, I believe. So we have a range of 3, which is a +1 minus snow is zip. And we are aim fire in trees, which is a -2. He is a 4 + 1 is 5, so it's 3 or less. To spot, he gets a 5, no go. So that's Panzer A finished. And we go on to white. So right up the top, we've got our run and gun. So he goes up there to the edge of the board, but he does not run away. In the reserves, we have the evade 5, 6. So he just goes up there, which is fine. And we have this guy here with aimed fire. Okay. Okie dokie. So again, he's going to try and shoot over here. So he has a rifle. Excuse me. So it's a +1, 2, 3, yeah. So it's a +1 wiped out by the snow, so that's a 0. He is a 4 minus 2, so 0, 2 to hit. Gets an 8, no go. He is done. Any other whites? Nope. So we go to Baker. Okay. This guy has no target, so he's not going to shoot. He's loaded up and ready to go for next time. This guy here can shoot at the commander there. This seems like a damn fine idea again. It's already taken out one Panzer commander. Let's see if he can take out another. Okay, so first things first. He has a rifle at range 1, which is going to give him a +2. So he is +2, and he is a 5, +1 for Baker team. So he is +2, +3, and 5 is 8. And we have what's he doing? He's in an open cupola. And he was firing the Smoky Doovers. Open hatch cupola. -4. So it's a 4 or less to hit, I believe. Okay, let's come over here. 4 or less to hit. Oh, bloody 8. All that for nothing. Okay. So he is done. Which only leaves us with yellow to do. So we have this guy who's hiding. We have this guy who's aimed fire with nobody to shoot at. We have an evade 5-6 to here. We are hiding. And that leaves this guy here who is a run and gun 2 who can shoot down here. Oh, no, wait. I didn't do... Doo-doo. So he's still got to go. But one thing I forgot to do was the melee. Because Charlie is in melee, so he can actually attack. This bloke used his move to come into melee, so he can attack. So he is a 4. So 4 or less to do some damage there. Gets a 4. Yes. Hurt him. Bad wound. Okay. So we have a bad wound on our little friend here. So he's going to do his wound morale check. He is a 6 minus 3, 3 or less. He fails and goes down 2. So he goes from bold to normal to cautious. Like that. Well done, that man. Okay. Now we are shooting. Apologies again for being a dork. Okay. So this bloke is going to shoot. So it's a range 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to say that he's got a rifle at the moment, so it's a 0 modifier for that. He is a 4 minus 2, so he is a 2 to shoot against our man here, so he needs a 0 to hit. He does not hit, but he ends up with low ammo, and we turn him over because he has shot now, and he has 2 shots left because he actually has a MP4. He still would have missed, MP40 I should say. Okay. So, bold, run and gun, low ammo with 2 to go. Righto, so we can recalculate now. So for an MP40, he is 0 modifier. So he is a 5, minus 2 is 3, minus 1 for snow is 2, so it doesn't make any bloody difference. He misses, and last one, he hits. And we get a light wound on the corporal, which is really sucky because now he's out of ammo and has a light wound. And he does his check, and he is a 7 minus 1, so 6 or less for his wound morale check. And gets a 3 and passes, so he goes down from normal to cautious. The pressure's coming on. And he is done. And that is the end of Impulse 4 for that. Okay, so we have nobody medicing at the moment. We have nobody planning at the moment. We have nobody rallying at the moment. So we can do smoke. So that's nothing there. This one comes off and this one flips over. This one comes off and this one flips over. Oops. And missed that one before. This one comes off and this one flips over. That's a half and a half. They both come off and these two flip over. This one flips over and we end up with another half there. This one comes off and this one flips. This one comes off. All of the mortar ones flip. That comes off. That flips over. That comes off. That goes down there. There's fire down there, like that. And that one stays there. And that one flips. Sneaky little sucker. That one flips. And this comes down. No, why was I flipping them? They are smoke 2, so they get an extra. This is only the first time they've been there. Okay, so that's right. Oops, sorry, that one's right. That one is right. And they get an extra smoke in there from the mortar round. And that one's right, and he gets an extra smoke as well. Jesus. Okay. So you can see we've got lots of smoke and fire over there, and smoke down there, and smoke around here, and still lots of smoke over here, and stuff like that. Okay, so at the end of that turn, these guys are ready to do some shooting, which is good. So it's really going to depend on what command this bloke in Panzer B. He's bold, so they should get a good fast move anyway. And I think he's going to get a shot in before they can get a shot in at him, because they haven't been spotted yet. This guy has done pretty bloody well. He took out the commander in Panzer A, so that was well done. We've got this bloke here who will rout away this time. But our corporal is in trouble. He's out of ammo. He has a light wound. He's cautious. So I think I'm just going to hide. I think I'm going to hide him and sneak sneak the medic over to him. That's about all I can do. And if anybody jumps in there, at least we've got 2 of them there that can melee back. Our little man down here, I think I'm going to probably run and gun him, because this bloke is going to try and evade back out with his route. So if I can bring him up sort of this way, hopefully I can take him out or take some of these out on the way. It's going to be messy either way. Up there, trying to get this medic over to these guys is going to be a major hassle. Hopefully this bloke will move forward into this area so we can blow him away. And I've got to try and get the sergeant up there somewhere so they can take those guys out. So that's about where we stand. There are no more German reinforcements, so we don't have to worry about that. And next turn will be turn 6, so at the end of that we'll be halfway through. That card can now go away. Those cards can go away. And like I said, if I've got the shooting wrong for these, then yeah, let me know. But I'm really not sure how that's going at the moment. So thank you once again. Sorry it's been dragged out a bit, and we'll go on from there. Take care. Bye for now.